miss it. Looking for some good weather then, and this morning at the bus stop. Jed, how we doing?
You know what? Fall officially arrives today. It's going to feel much more like fall time today as we have a mild start this morning. Temperatures in the 60s right now. A few clouds around. Then a nice afternoon. Temperatures will top out in the low 80s. That's way down from the record high temperature we had yesterday of 97. We were at 95 at 7 o'clock yesterday evening. Kind of warm through the evening, then temperatures have dropped overnight as a cold front arrived about midnight. We haven't dropped a whole lot since that point because of a few clouds, but we are starting off on a mild note here this morning. The front is through. North winds are taking over, and there are some areas of rain in our region across parts of Colorado into Nebraska and Kansas, extending over into Missouri, and they're kind of riding right there down along the Oklahoma-Kansas line. So a few showers possible. These will be brief. They'll move through a little bit of light rain, maybe a few sprinkles. Won't last long and won't amount to much, but it'll be possible as we go through the morning across parts of western, especially northern into northeast parts of Oklahoma as we go on into the afternoon as that system keeps working east. It's part of a system that's helping to bring that cold front through and bringing north winds back to Oklahoma. 70 right now, north winds running at 13 miles per hour. It's a mild start. We'll hover in the upper 60s through about 8 o'clock this morning and then start to warm it back up slowly. Not a big warm up today, not record high temperatures today, but pleasant fall-like temperatures today. These are more typical for the season. 75 by noon today. We'll be up in the low 80s by 4 o'clock today. Those north winds will feel very nice. This is a 5-star forecast. This is a fantastic forecast, so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it. Hopefully it'll put a bounce in your step. What's not putting a bounce in your step are the allergies. The allergies cranked up. Trees, grasses, and weeds all on the high end of the chart. Weeds have been hovering between high to very high where it's been the allergy alert status, but hopefully this north wind will hopefully reduce those ragweed symptoms a lot of us are feeling right now. 60s and 70s in southeast Oklahoma, northwest Oklahoma. You're about 20 degrees cooler right now than this time yesterday as that cooler air really slugs in to the northwest part of the state. Temperatures are in the mid-50s now. Buffalo, May Ranch, go to Woodward, you're 57. Right now, Sealing, 59, down around Tologa, 59, and Putnam checking in at 60. So it's a great across northern, northwest Oklahoma. That cooler air is really now start to filter on in. What's not cool are the tropics. Tropics really cranking up. They're heating up. There's Fiona. Fiona, a Category 4 hurricane out at sea. That's going to lift northward, eventually kind of intersect with this storm right here and get sucked up into eastern sides of Canada. That'll be moving away from the United States. We're watching a developing storm down here right just north of South America, just to north of Colombia. It's kind of right on the border there. Watch this track to the west. We've got the different computer models tracking that. I've thrown some data on there just to kind of show you what that's looking like. By about this Tuesday, it's going to get real close to Cozumel, Cancun, and then it lifts up into the Gulf. An exact track on that at that point, still a bit in question, but we'll monitor that. A lot of the data has it kind of moving north and then riding back toward Florida by late next week. So we'll monitor that closely. It looks like this should become a tropical storm and eventually a hurricane. And if that happens, the next one in line is Hermine. Okay, 70s, 80s, 90s across Oklahoma today. There is a fire danger threat, especially through southern and southeast Oklahoma. Lower humidity and hot temperatures playing an impact on the weather there, so watch out for some fire danger there. And then some cooler air tonight, mainly 50s and 60s over the state. We'll start nice, but we're going to heat it up really fast. Upper 80s and low 90s in here for tomorrow, and expect to see a hot day on the way for Saturday, maybe up near record highs. I think we'll stay below, but it kind of shows you what's going on. But a seasonable, dry pattern setting up going into next week as another front kind of reinforces that pleasant pattern that'll take us into next week. What we need is rain. Not much rain showing up there on that 9-day forecast. We'll hope for the best on that. Got that outdoor forecast. Lacey will talk about it. It's coming up.